And we are back again this evening. This evening we are doing a review of a pair of shoes that I have had sent through from my Amazon wishlist. So these shoes are from Only Maker or Only Macon? Only Maker, I think. And they are actually handmade shoes. I've never had a pair of handmade shoes before. Nicely boxed. The nice little touch with this, I think, is the fact that you get a nice little rose with your shoes. Oh, I think they've sprayed something on it as well. Smells okay. Doesn't smell like a rose. But I think they've sprayed something on it. But there we are. Nice little touch. So here are the shoes. Now, of course, as I am wearing at the moment, I do love, as much as I have lots of pairs of shoes, I do love my Dune black leather shoes. They're very comfortable, my stiletto heels. And I already know, despite the fact that I've only just opened the box, I already know that this pair is very similar. Cool, they look high, don't they? Yeah, they're a bit higher than my existing pair. Let's see how we get on with those. So we have a black leather pair. I'm assuming they're leather. They smell like leather. They're handmade, but it is stamped on the bottom, made in China. It starts to beg questions, doesn't it? But there we go. Let's take this out. Okay. So very nice. Only Maker is said inside, and the size of the shoe, little size 4, is printed on the inside. They've got a nice piece of plastic on the bottom to protect the soles. Let's get the other one out. And each one comes with its own little protection bag as well. So there we have 2 lovely black leather shoes. So these are slightly higher than mine, as I said, but they look well made-ish. It does look as though the soles on the inside aren't stuck down particularly well. They are gathered up slightly on the inside. I think that could, yeah, if I put my finger under that, it's very tacky. The actual sole on the inside is bigger than the actual sole of the shoe, if that makes sense. So that would actually come out very, very easy. And I have to say, using my thumbs, the actual feeling of the bottom of the shoe, the piece that they've stuck on top is very cushioned, because underneath that feels extremely hard. Still might be very comfortable though because of the cushioning, but don't know, we'll see. Let's try it on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try one on and keep my other Dune shoe on. Right, let's have a look. Actually, no, I won't. I'm going to put both of them on for now. We'll do a comparison in a moment. Let's just adjust my tights. There we go. Okay. So they look okay. Now, I don't know if you can see from here. Let's get the right shoe over. No, that one. I don't know if you can see very well here. But with the Dune shoe, this bit here is higher. That comes down very low. And even though you can't see it through my tights, the tops of my toe, the lines of my toe come to about there. So if I wasn't wearing tights, you would actually see all the lines of my toe. What do you call that? Toe cleavage? I don't know. So this bit at the front is very small. So a lot of my toe would be showing there. I haven't walked around in them yet, but in terms of putting them on, I would say they feel true to size 4. Potentially a little bit big, perhaps. Yeah, by the time you sort of your feet push forward, I could get my whole finger down through the back of there. So I would say they were slightly larger than I would want. Let's have a look. Oh yes, and they're a smidge taller, smidge higher than my Dune shoes, which isn't a problem. They feel quite comfortable though. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, no, they feel quite comfortable. In fact, I would probably say that these are absolutely fine if you don't mind. My only criticism, I guess, at this point in time, without having had the opportunity to wear them around quite a bit, is the fact that the front of the shoe, for me, is too small. I do like the front of the shoe to come back up a little bit further. So if I wasn't wearing tights, you wouldn't necessarily see the tops of all my toes. I would question the inner sole, as I mentioned, because you can see underneath how loose that is and how there's a piece of extra padding in there, which kind of indicates to me that underneath there that would be quite uncomfortable. So hopefully the sole wouldn't actually come out. So internally they don't look that well made. Externally they look fine. Yeah, nothing's moving there. So yeah, all in all, they look nice enough. They look relatively well made, I would say, if they are handmade. So yeah, very nice. They're a nice pair of shoe. Very similar to my Dune ones.